Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to It's All About You. Today's topic is about putting in the work. Okay, we need to put in the work for our hair. Sometimes we tired, we don't feel like it, and we neglect our hair at times. But if we want beautiful, healthy hair, we are going to have to put in the work. Okay? Now let me explain to you exactly what I mean about putting in the work. I have my notes, so I'll be looking down it so I can refer to them. Okay. Some people that have products or a product line that they're selling, um, we need to start looking at how they are taking care of their hair. Because if we're using a product that they are using, that they promote and they're using it, and their hair don't look good, then we might need to question if that's the product we need to be using. You know, because my girl Natural 85, she has beautiful hair. That's why I was telling y'all about her product. But anyway, let's keep on top. Again, we need to make sure that we're finding the right products for our hair and that we're using those products. That means you have to put in the work. You may have to, you know, like I said in one of my other videos, take out a budget, use that particular budget, $100 I suggested. Use that $100 to, start looking for products that may be good for your hair. You're not gonna know they're good by looking at them. You're not gonna know they're good by because this other person used them and they work great for her hair. You're not. You're gonna have to take the time out, purchase the product, use the product, and you may have to use the product more than 1 or 2 times. Let me tell you why. Because low porosity, most naturals are low porosity. Low porosity means that there's no water just don't come, when you wet your hair, the water not gonna just penetrate because your cuticles are like this, they close. They tight because why? You don't have no chemical. You have not been doing a lot of heat styling. So your cuticles are how they're supposed to be. They're not open up damaged a little bit from chemicals or overheating. And so when you're putting product on your hair, it takes time for them cuticles to slowly open. You put water, it takes time. So when you put a product on your hair the first day, you may say, this ain't working for my hair. But you will not know it until you allow that product to sit on your hair for a day or two. That's how you know that product works. You're gonna have to let it sit because everybody cuticles don't open the same time, and they don't open fast. Time you put water on them, they don't do that. They slowly open, and if it's a product and it's a thick product, it's gonna take time for them to open, time for it to absorb into your hair, and then after a day or two, you feel your hair. If your hair is moisturized, that's a good product for your hair. If it's still dry, go return it. It don't work for your hair. It's not penetrating your hair. It might smell good. The price was good, but if it is not doing what you need it to do as far as moisturizing your hair, it's not a good product for you. So return it. Keep the receipt. Return it. Go purchase you another product. It may take some time. It may take some time because a lot of times we do. A lot of times we do protective styling, and so we don't be in our natural hair as much. So if we wearing a protective style for 2 or 3 months and we just now find out this product may not work, and then we finna put in another protective style, so it takes time. But take the time out and put in the work and find your product. And like I said, you need at least a leave-in conditioner, a oil, a shampoo, a deep conditioner, and I think that's about it, if I'm not mistaken. But you got to find these products depending on what kind of styles you like to do and go from there. And another thing about putting in the work is that you gonna have to learn your own hair. You need to learn your own hair. I mean, that way, if somebody, you go to a stylist and she's trying to put something in it that's not for you, for your hair type, let me tell you what's going to happen. When you get ready to wash your hair out, sometimes that product just don't come out. Because she done put something in there that you don't even know how to get it out. Now your hair all tangled up, it's dry, it's hard, you don't know why. That has happened to me. I've had that experience of a client coming in, they got the hair done, wanting another style, and she's got something on her hair and she don't know what it is. And I don't either, because I didn't do the hair. So you have to watch and ask. If a stylist get a little, irritated about you asking, then that maybe you need, find somebody else. Because your stylist should be informative to you. She really need to be informative. You need to be able to ask her questions and she's okay with that, because y'all got to work together for your hair. It's your hair. It's all about you, and your hair. So, you have to put in the work and don't be afraid to talk to your stylist about it. Put in that work and ask her about it. Educate yourself on the products, because if your goal is to have healthy hair, you're going to have to put in the work, because your hair type is unique to you. Everybody don't, even if you have the same hair texture as somebody else, they can use a product that you may not can use. Either you can be allergic to it, or your cuticles ain't opening as fast as theirs, or your cuticles opening too fast. You have to figure that out. You have to put in that work. You have to find that out so that you can start taking better care of your hair. Once you find that out, you will be happy, because you know the products that work for your hair. And it's not a mystery anymore. It's not you scrambling, and it's not you, going each and every place trying to find it. You got to do that first. Putting in the work to do that first. But once you do that, you're good to go. You're good to go, okay? So, again, you got to put in the work of finding the right products for your hair, taking better care of your hair. Don't just rip your hair out when you're taking out braids. Take your time. It may take you longer than most. But if you trying to not rip your hair out, take the time and take your hair out properly. Because it don't take one time, got these pretty braids, and now it's time to take them out, and now you ripping through the hair. Now your hair not the same, and then don't blame it on the stylist that she put your braids in wrong, and it was you who took your hair out. You got to put in the time and the work, take time to slowly get them braids out. Slowly, protecting your hair, because it's all about your hair. That's what you got to do. Okay? And another thing, let me take a look at my notes. This trend now about no butters, no oils, no creams, no gels. Let me tell you why. Now, I wouldn't say that, because we all know we need some butters, some oils, some creams, and some gels. But the reason that's going around is because at some point you have a buildup of those products on your hair. So that means it's time for you to detox it. And what I mean when I say detox it, take it all out. Start from the beginning, strip that hair. Strip it. Most people do not want to strip their hair. You know why? Because it makes the hair hard. You're taking all the natural oils, all the everything. The oils you done put in, the artificial oils, everything that make your hair look good when it have them in there, but it don't look good when they're not in there. People don't want to do it because now their hair ain't right. We don't want to strip our hair, but we need to. We need to do a reset. That's what I call it, a reset. You take all that out. Now, when you do that, you got to get a clear and fine shampoo. That's going to strip it out. You might need to use something with some paraffins or something in it. But they do have a clear and fine shampoo that you can use that's going to strip everything out of your hair. Your hair is going to feel hard. It's going to feel dry. But after you do that, you need to also have, because you done put in the work and found the best condition that works for your hair, you need to use that to put back in there. I wouldn't do a protein that day. Use only moisture, because you just stripped it all out. You just stripped all the moisture out of your hair. So you want to put that moisture back in, but you're starting on a clean slate, a clean hair. Now, but you need to do that. And it may take a few days for that moisture balance to build back up, but you're going to have the hair still, it's going to be nice. And you don't have that build up of hair, because when you have a build up of hair, this is one of the issues that a lot of stylists is having. You wash the hair, shampoo it good, maybe 2 or 3 times like I do. And then you're trying to flat iron it, and you get all this residue. All this residue on the hair. You don't know it's build up because the hair hasn't been stripped. Okay? Now, sometimes clarifying the hair may take some time, especially if you got a lot and you got a person with a lot of hair. You may have to clarify the hair 2 times. That's an extra service. A lot of people don't want to pay for their extra service. That's going to be one of my next videos about needing extra things and don't know why the stylist is charging you for it. We're going to talk about that. But let me stay on topic. So, you may have to clarify the hair more than 1 time. You may have to clarify it twice, maybe 3 times. And then it's going to take time to put that moisture back in there. The stylist might do it, but you may have to go back home and do it again, because you done stripped it completely, because most products take 2 or 3 days to penetrate anyway. So once you done stripped it, now you got to start putting all your product back in, and your hair ain't going to be right until probably next week. Because you're going to do it, if you do it on the weekend, say you do it on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, it ain't going to be good until another Saturday and Sunday, a week. Sometimes it take a hairstyle a week to get all the moisture in there, to full out, to looking good. And by that time, guess what? It may be time for you to wash it again. But as you continue to do that, it's still going to make sure that your hair is healthy and clean, because you ain't going to clarify every month. You might clarify. I would probably clarify my hair every 3 months. 3 months is good. 3 months is good. That's what? 3, 4, 9 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8, 12 weeks. I'm sorry. I gotta get my math right. 12 weeks. Every 3 months. Yeah. So, that's good. Because in that time, you probably, if you're wearing a protective style, you don't have to worry about that. But if you're a person, you're a natural, and you putting a lot of products in your hair every day, you need to clarify your hair every 3 months at least. Clean all that out and start on a clean slate. And yeah, we know your hair ain't going to look right the first day. It ain't going to look right the second day. It's not going to look right until all those butters that you stripped out are put back in there, and they have absorbed inside of the hair. That's one of the downsides of clarifying your hair. But it's one of the great things is that your hair is going to be bouncier, more liver, more healthier, and beautiful. Because you continue this process of doing that throughout your healthy hair journey. So think about that. Put in the work as far as finding products for your hair, taking care of your hair as far as shampooing, clarifying it, keeping it on a healthy state. Don't rip your hair out when you're taking out braids, or if you're taking out a protective style. Do your research. Talk to your stylist. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't think just because they're a stylist, they know everything. They don't know everything about your hair. You need to educate them about something that you may know about your hair. And hopefully they will work along with you. Because me as a stylist, I'm always open. Always open. Now, I know that everybody's hair is not the same. Everybody, even who have the same hair texture, hair don't act the same. So I can't say that, she uses, so it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great. but I'm not 100% sure, until you use it and decide that for yourself. Because you know why? It's all about you and your hair. Okay? And you have to do that. You have to put in the work, and so I want people to understand that if you want to have beautiful, healthy hair like you see some of these YouTubers, you know why they have beautiful, healthy hair? They putting in the work. Either they're always on YouTube doing their hair, they washing it, conditioning it on a regular basis. You cannot have natural hair and always wear protective style and don't put in the work. Me, personally, this wig comes off at least once every week or every 2 weeks. I wash, deep condition my hair, and then braid it back down and put back on my wig. If I wanted to wear my hair out, I could and feel comfortable with it. I just like wigs. They give me different looks. But I put in the work for my hair. And every woman should be able to do that for themselves. If not, pay somebody to do it. Because some women, they're too busy, they don't have time. But they can do some research and learn about their hair and learn and ask the stylist what they're using on their hair, so their hair, and that is why their hair is so nice. Because what's going to happen if that style, something happened to that stylist and you got to go somewhere else? You need to know what products the other person used that works good for your hair. Because you don't want somebody putting something in your hair and tangling your hair up, and then it's a mess and something. You may have to cut it because they used the wrong product. Not on your healthy hair journey. You don't want that. So you need to be able to put in the work, learn about your hair, learn about what products work for your hair, and use them. But that's going to be on you. Okay? Because like I say, these natural hair YouTubers, they have really beautiful hair. They're putting in the work. So let's put it into. All right. Thank you for coming back to my channel. And this is Corietta signing out, because it's all about you, and you have a great day. Till next time.